Some of Swamiji's relatives were there to receive darshan, including his small grandchildren. They were so happy to see him again, gracing the house where he used to live. Nanjapan is the youngest son of Swamiji. He is pictured here with some of his relatives, including his elder brother. The long-awaited visit to Poony Hill arrives, but not before visiting the shrine of Sri Swamigal, the guru who gave teachings to the young Swami Satchidananda many years ago in his spiritual quest. The hill is over 1,000 feet high and houses a temple dedicated to Lord Muruga and Ganesha. Sri Swamiji used to walk up the hill every day and when he lived at Poony Hill and meditate at the shrine.
I think fanatics are always once they become devoted to an object or to a certain project, those fanatics are...
Then you begin to condemn all the rest. You can't even blame them. It's the teacher's duty to say that they don't become a fanatic. You are devoted, all right. You are devoted to your mother. Does it mean that you should condemn all other mothers? That's what I ask Catholics. My public talk, you say, suppose you say, my mother is the only chaste lady in this world. You are indirectly condemning all other mothers. Jesus is the only one. What about all those great men who came before and who are out?
Every morning in the last more than 50 years.
She does that?
My wife does that, you know, that's what you call the...
Puja. Morning prayers. So which is since how long you are out of India?
Oh, out of India since 1952, I left India. Then I was in Ceylon for about 13 years. Of course, Ceylon, say, Hong Kong, Japan, Manila, used to travel there. Then from 66 I went to the States.
And you have built up an ashram there?
Yes.
Where regular
It's a yoga village. We call it yoga village.
Yoga is taught there.
Yoga means everything.
Meditation.
Not just Hatha yoga. Everything. Meditation, chanting, puja,
And
study.
Classes also.
Classes as well as living yoga. People live there, a yogic life.
Residential.
Oh yeah.
How many persons, Swami?
We are having about 150 people now, and we are expanding more and more. More and more buildings are coming. Ultimately, it will be about 1,000 or 2,000 people.
150 people, and all of them are Americans?
All of them.
Both black and white. It's an extremely good service. That is a real service.
We have schools for the children.
And each one of them ultimately become a messenger for Indian philosophy too.
So they were all scattered everywhere, and they wanted to live together. So we said, all right, we will start a village. And it's all, our aim is to make it self-sufficient. So we have businesses, everything there to keep them occupied, employed.
And the instructors are all from India, Swami. Instructors are all from India.
Nobody from India except just one, me. I'm also no more Indian, I'm an American now. So it's all 100% American.
Gurudev, does it matter taking the bath in the Ganges in the middle of the day instead of in the morning?
Yeah, it's okay.
But the
Well,
morning
the sun
bath
is
is
really
what
good.
is on, you know?
Morning, there's no need.
You really enjoy the morning bath. Shivering, cold.
Not necessary.
Is it worth the
It's
spiritual?
not even
I've been lots of times.
a
I've
wise
been there
idea.
all the seasons. Yeah.
Just simply, there will be some hot water anyway in the rooms. The same Ganges water comes.
Try all the seasons.
That's great.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem so cold once you're...
First dip only you feel it little bit. After bath, cold goes away.
Yes.
You feel warm.
This is also Swami Satchidananda.
But he's senior. He has just taken before me that name, is not? You took sannyas before me or after?
I mean, you have taken sannyas before, but you stayed longer than me.
No, that's all right.
He was secretary to Swami Satchidananda, personal service he was doing in the
I was in 1951.
51. Mine 1949.
Last days.
Along with Chidananji.
After Janya.
Chidananji and Brahmanandaji and Maunanandaji.
I'm outwards. 51 I attended.
Yes, I remember. A big, about 30, 40 people together. I saw your face also in the film.
The picture in Swami Shivananda Radha's book. There's one Swami Satchidananda walking with Swami Shivananda.
With the handbag in the hand.
Same.
He's the one who is
become old
carrying
now.
all handbags of Gurudev, Prasad bag, everything. Then when Swami comes,
They have done tremendous service to Swamiji in those days.
Everybody has done here
Oh,
service.
please tell us some story.
You ask him, he will tell you.
No, he
Tell the
never
story.
tells anything. Oh, please. You were doing Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, please tell us something.
What story?
One little something. We won't leave you, give you a Just something when you were doing some service, something.
You take some time from him.
No, I don't know any stories about you, Swamiji. He knows.
you
He's expert.
ask him for a time this afternoon. Go
He's
where
very near to
he
your
is in
place.
his kutir.
No, you read, there is a book called, if you want to know about Swamiji's things, you must read Shiva, the Perfect Master. It is written by Gurudev in the name of Yen. You read every day all about his life is there.
But it's not the same hearing it from a book. It's not the same reading it.
No, it's a very powerful, not powerful, I'm telling. People are not written by Swami Shivananda. Yen it is written, Shiva the Perfect Master, it is available in library. Everybody must read. All his personal, how he has Nishkama Seva, all his sadhanas, point. He has written in the name of Yen. Name of Yen it is written.
You have compiled the book.
No, not compiled. Gurudev himself written, Shiva has done the sadhana. When he was in Lucknow, somewhere he has carried a woman putting in a cot and carried his bag.
Yes.
Like that, lot of service he has done. He has written all in that book. Stories if you want, like.
Why did he sign as Yen?
Yes, Yen means Narayan Swami simply has put it. He does not put his name. He does not write by his own autobiography in those days. But he has written all his sadhana there. Very interesting.
Swami used to sit and write here every day. All the books, see, this is original manuscripts written by Swami Shivananda Maharaj. Every day he had a fixed time for every work. He says, that is the secret of my success. I used to put this fan for Swami Shivananda. Those days there was no electricity here, so no fans. He said, no, I love to stay on the Ganges bank. So till the last day, Swami Shivananda stayed here. And here he used to give audience to people. Like when
This is where he reclines and
here and gives audience to people. And
where he sits for
Father
Pada
Puja is here. And there is
That's the chair when we see him in the pictures and people are offering
Yes.
that is Father Puja whenever it is done there. And here you
Remember
and give audience to
a
people.
picture of mine with the Ceylon devotees right here. Sit here, and then sits there.
And there is an entrance here. This is the bed on which he left his body finally. He used to recline here. In those days, nobody can enter here. People can come up to that only. Only even his secretaries, they cannot come here. He will be left alone to himself. Whenever he wanted someone, he will give the bell, then they come. Otherwise, he closes himself. And he used to play all miracles from here. People who had problems, they used to contact him, pray to him. Then from here he used to do. So many letters used to come to him. Swamiji, at this time, our car was meeting with an accident and we saw you holding us. And at that time, people will find that he was here in this meditation room when the letter comes, when they check up the timings. So he knew many things that was going on in the world, people needing his help. So he used to retire here and nobody knows what he did. And that was the auspicious moment. From 15th or 16th onwards, the sun's movement towards the south starts. That is not auspicious for any holy people to leave the body. And he fixed this date for himself even long before, and he gave indications to people which they didn't understand at that time. But afterwards they were able to collect and say, oh yes, this was the reason. Even in January he used to ask for the calendar and look in the month of July sheet. And people used to wonder, what is he looking there? And 14th of July he used to point for some reasons, and he won't say anything more than that if you ask. And a few days before he left the body, he attended satsang. Afterwards he had paralytic attack like. It was apparently like that. It was something else. He was in a transitional consciousness, simultaneously maintaining both the consciousness. When the doctors come, he will look like a patient. Afterwards, he will become all right. He will be perfectly all right. At that time, last day, he said, now the aerial plane is coming to take me to the higher regions. Is there anyone who is ready to come with me? Nobody was prepared except one gentleman. He said, yes, Swamiji, take me. And that individual passed away. No, he means he has given him permission, passport. That means his salvation is assured. He passed away only last month. That gentleman who said, yes, I am prepared to come. Other people were not even prepared to say, I am coming. And these are the clothes used by Swamiji Maharaj. Here behind you. His staff, his Kamandala. Always he loved Mother Ganga. He says, all my wisdom I received from Mother Ganga. So he used to have always vision of Ganga. Last few days he was so sick he could not take anything. Even spoon feeding was difficult. But he asked for Ganga water and he gulped it. And then servant boy who used to serve Swami Satchidananda. Boys, you see, they had a desire to sleep on this. He had a wish in his mind. So Satchidananda understood that. One day he took hold of him physically and put it on the bed. He said, sleep as long as you want. Because these are all luxuries, especially those days. Dunlop pillows, Dunlop bed you can never think of. So he thought, what is this? Such smooth thing. So a wish was there in the heart.
Did he used to sleep with that on the side?
Pardon?
Did he used to sleep with that on the side like that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the head. But at least we have to follow in these respects. If not, it is this saffron from
Could you hold it? Could you hold that?
Yeah.
Go for a pilgrimage.
Parivrajaka.
Taking the whole body. Why not you take it outside?
Yeah.
This one.
True mendicant.
See, in Venkateshananda's book, there's a picture him sitting here, putting his leg fit on.
Yes.
This is the place, exactly.
Exactly what that chair was there.
Exactly here. You sit here, mostly a little this side, because at that time this was not here.
Yeah.
So this is the doorway, comes from that way or this way.
This was not open for him. That is why he used to, that's why this photo also is kept as if he's just come.
So this is a little here, and he relaxes here. He sits here, monology comes with all the letters, he reads it. He'll put it on his big tummy. Okay, do this, like that.
Eating also, you'll keep the plate on the tummy and eat.
Yeah, he will put this plate on the stomach. Nice big. What a beautiful picture, huh?
Is it just like he looked good at?
Yeah, life size.
Like he looked just like that?
Exactly. And that was the kutir.
The opposite side.
Before anything happened here, he stayed in the kutir like this. That belongs to the Swargasram.
Even this also, Swamiji. Even this
also
belongs to that same ashram.
So he stayed there for a long time. Then when he moved here, then he slowly started the divided society. This also belongs to Ashram, and because he lived here continuously, became
even now we parent for this now, Swamiji.
Even now,
otherwise they say it is ours. So to have a claim over it, in the sense that they should not vacate us, because it's a holy place. So we pay rent every year for them.
I see.
So still they want us to pay rent because otherwise it will become our property. They don't want to leave it.
I see.
We are even prepared to purchase it. They say that's a trust property, we cannot sell it. And then we use it as if it is yours, but just normally pay rent so that we retain the claim on it.
It's for special occasion, procession.
Could you put it on again?
This is it.
கீழே குடியும் இருக்கு, இன்னும் மேல உயரமா கொண்டு போறது. Here. Can you see the whole thing?
Feeling Martin Vara.
Singiori.
தம்பி
கொஞ்சம் ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும் போகணும். கொஞ்சம் ஒளிஞ்சு போச்சு. there under the umbrella. It's actually a temple umbrella used for
God's special
deity procession. When I'm hungry, I get that.
Yeah. It's time to go and eat it.
Early morning when the sun is there, this way. More or less, the entire distance Ganges runs. This is the place where it is so quiet and so peaceful.
The ancient sage Vashistha lived in the cave we are about to visit many thousands of years ago and wrote the book simply called Vashistha. It is a great book with detailed accounts of the life of Prince Rama and his final liberation from Maya, the divine illusion. Swami Venkateshananda Ji, a brother disciple of Swami Satchidananda, translated the entire work into English. Why is the cave called the Vashistha Cave?
Vashistha did penance.
Gufa means cave.
Vashistha, Gufa. Gufa means cave. And it is a cave where Vashistha, in ancient times, did tapas.
What, 2,000 years ago?
God knows. They say, historians say 2,000, but it is more than that.
More, 3,000 maybe.
Actually, they are ageless. In every period, you can find their names. They live for centuries and centuries. So they lived at the time of Rama and also at the time of Krishna.
Wonderful.
And it is believed that they are alive today also. And people who have that insight can see them and summon them and talk to them.
Well, they are alive in their teachings. The teachings are alive.
Apart from that,
their works are
even otherwise they are alive.
Maybe in the astral world.
In the astral world, yes, you are right. So people who can attune to them, just like we see physical bodies, we cannot see astral bodies because we are only limited to the physical level. But people who can raise to that astral level can see and talk to them.
They have preserved most of the things of Swamiji's in that cottage. His bed and wooden sandals and things like that. जैसे महात्मा जी के वहाँ रखे हैं.
Om Swamiji Maharaj.
तो अंदर के बाद में It's a very wide expanse. See the beautiful, crystal clear color of the water.
I've never seen it looking so blue. It's so beautiful.
It's blue on account of the clouds. Otherwise, it will find it fairly clear, crystal white.
This is the period when the water is very clear.
Yes, when it's beautiful.
And from March onwards, the snow melts and water comes. That is also a little dusty. And rainy season, of course, very muddy.
It looks very tempting, but
yes,
it's too cold.
Too cold.
Unfortunately.
This place is called Vashistha Guha. which means a cave where the great sage Vashistha lived and practiced his spiritual pursuits. We don't know how long before, but anyway the cave is named after him, and is a very serene area, a beautiful landscape. The Ganges flows very gently, and sure later on we will be going into the cave, and I hope you are able to get some pictures inside, because it's very dark. There's a nice beautiful little altar inside, and a plate Sri Swami Purushottamananda stayed here for a long time, and a few years back he has also attained Mahasamadhi. That means he passed away. He is a contemporary to our Gurudev Swami Shivananda. As Sikhs, we often come here also to be with him. I, for my life, have been many times here, spent the day with him, and returned late to the ashram, Shivananda ashram. Purushottamananji had his ordination in the Ramakrishna order, and because he liked seclusion, he came here and stayed here. It's a great personality with a lot of spiritual experience. And now he is no more in our midst. There is a Samadhi shrine for him.
Gurudev, how did you travel this far up from the ashram down by Rishikesh?
In those days we had our horses, double legs. It's about 14 miles from the ashram. We walk. Many a times I returned after it's quite dark, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, all by myself. And it was all very isolated area in those days. So the only way to drive off the fear is to shout Lord's name, sing and run. It was a joy to shout Hari Om, and run from here, all alone. Nobody is there on the road, except a few animals go this way and that way.
Were they leopards or tigers? What type of...
There were leopards probably, but I didn't encounter any of those dangerous animals. But there were, and there are probably animals, yes. Here once we leave, saying goodbye to Swami Purushottamananda, and we are on our doubles. We run. Of course, when there are companions, we don't have to run, we go slowly.
Yes.
We are not afraid anymore.
Yes.
When we are alone, we run. In those days, it was not that much of crowd. Even Rishikesh was almost quite like this. Now it's so crowded. Those days, I think when even Gurudev came here, it was all only for sadhus and sannyasis. Not even one householder would have lived here. There were 3 or 4 big feeding centers. The big rich business people from Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta, they used to come and spend a lot of money, and they have organized feeding centers for sadhus. Every center would feed at least 1,000 to 1,500 people every day. And whoever is a sadhu can go there and get free food. And the Surga Ashram, they have built a lot of cottages, and they are given cottages. So accommodation is free, food is free, and meditation also is free. You don't have to pay anything for your initiation. Everything was free, and nobody to disturb you. And the big sets, we call the big business people, they come now and then with truckloads of blankets, probably during winter. They will come and distribute blankets. They give a blanket, they bow down, get your blessings and go. During the rainy season, another set will come with several truckloads of umbrellas. They'll give all umbrellas. Another set will come with a lot of materials, dhotis and towels. Another shoemaker will come with a lot of shoes. And a book publisher will come and distribute books. There was nothing to buy. Everything came in search of the sadhus. And because of that, many became sadhus also. Free accommodation, free food, free things. So slowly the Seths also knew that it's getting a little out of hands, and they stopped. And they used to come, afterwards they come to bona fide organizations and then give it in their hands so that they will distribute to the right kind of people. So even now the Seths come to with their supplies to the ashram, and the ashrams would recommend who is worthy enough to receive a gift. And sometimes when we recommend, we also get into the bad books of the so-called sadhus whose names are not included in it. It is a place of charity and austerity. Okay, probably we'll go in now.
That's great.
I go. Oh.
We offer light and incense to Lord Shiva in the form of Shiva Lingam. The water part of Swami Purushottama is still here, along with the statue of Lord Shiva himself, where Swamiji would sit and meditate.
Next time I come there, this is another place.
Last night, just last night, he had the baby. He's the baby boy there. You're a baby boy, he will become restless. He'll become restless. That's your baby. That's your baby. That's your baby. What's that? Yeah. Is that your baby? Huh? Huh? Oh yeah. She understands us. Otherwise, she'll be really. She'll get very. Yeah. She can be very rude and try to hit you. She understands it. Come on, come on. Pick your baby once again. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Maybe he hasn't stood up yet.
Not even 25 hours, 24 hours old. Only last night.
Only last night, no? Not even 24 hours.
Can he stand up straight away?
In a day.
Good girl. Come on, come on. Not his turn, all right. No, I don't know. She's not yet used. It might take a little while. एक दिन पूरा होना चाहिए. You should learn to stand then only. Too young. Standing there. Yes, Swamiji. Good.
उसका नाम ही सीधी नाम याद नहीं मालूम नहीं तो इसमें कई वर्ष हो जाते हैं इस पेड़ में कई वो ऐसे ही बात नहीं
There we go, that's really nice. That's really okay.
back to the ashram, we stop for a stroll across the Ganges River on the bridge at Lakshman Jhula, a small village settlement a few miles outside Rishikesh. The Ganges is so still here, and life has a natural slow pace, with the main income being the dairy milk produced for the Indian sweets and curd. The long swing bridge is made of iron rope and concrete and sways gently as you cross.
Yes, sir. What?
क्या है?
The villagers fry tempura, a deep-fried vegetable in batter. Inside is ladies' fingers, chilies, and other delicacies.
पकौड़ी में तो खिलाओ, वैसे फोटो ले जाओगे आराम के। दांत बंद कर मुंह, नाले ऐसे कहेंगे सर भूखे आए थे, पकौड़ी बना रहा है, इनका मुंह खुला हुआ है।
We were fascinated to find that the cows return home each evening all by themselves.
They want to get through.
चलो आप जरा आगे आ जाओ भैया, आ जाओ आप नहीं कहाँ पर
Ran down again to take some pictures.
Pardon me?
Ran down again to take some pictures.
I'll just take some pictures of the market, Dad.
Oh, the market.
Yes.
You get the yoga training center?
Several times. It's a nice
Shiva
sky.
And what? Parvati. Yeah.
Darshan Badri Kedar.
Darshan
Gangotri Yamnotri.
Devi Kamakshi. Darshan Devi Kamakshi. Sure. Completely all written.
Stories, I mean, he is Bhajin Moran, this is Sirkati.
Oh.
So when we recite Om or these mantras, we create a similar vibration in us, which puts us in sympathy with the original vibration created by God, so that we are able to attune ourselves with the cosmic being of God. That is the purpose of these mantras.
And moreover, another thing, the meaning of those mantras is, O Lord, you are present in the narrow path which the people trod in the villages, and you are present in highway roads where big vehicles move. You are in the saints, and also you are in the robber. You are the best of the men, and you are the lowest of the men. You are in beautiful mansions, palaces, and also you are in dilapidated huts. You are all the blessed things and all the wretched things. That means it includes, covers the entire creation. Whatever we see, hear, feel, everything is included in that mantra. That means God and God alone is, and nothing else exists. That is the meaning of that mantra.
We consider things good or bad because of our limited view. We have limited ourselves to this body and see things independently. So they look white, black, red, green, good, not good, desirable, undesirable, all these things. But God identifies himself with everything. And so there is no good or bad for it. Just like in our own body. We don't hate any part of the body, say this is better, this is bad, we discard it, no discarding that. We coordinate everything and bring it to a whole being of us. That is the creation of God. So all these pujas and are meant for meditation and take mind.
Ultimately meditation, this is preliminary.
Puja is the starting of it. Yes. And slowly in the advanced stages, this puja which is conducted outside is conducted inside without any accessories from outside. That is the middle stage. And the final stage is the soul gets absorbed in God in meditation, absolute meditation. So there are 3 stages. From external worship, we come to internal worship. From internal worship, we go to the cosmic being of God. So these are all the different stages of worship and meditation, whatever you may call it. Oh. It is form and formlessness at the same time. It has some form and yet it leads to formlessness. So this is supposed to be helpful for meditation. So the mind initially cannot think of a formless object, but that is the ultimate goal of meditation. So you take some form which is at once a form and yet has no specific form. See, other things have specific forms, but something to hold on for the mind. And then slowly it leads to formlessness when the mind gets more and more concentrated. That is the idea of Shivalinga. For all other gods, there is a form of worship, like Krishna, Rama, other gods. For Shiva only is particular Shivalinga. It's a combination of form and formlessness.
Vedanta Vijnana Sunishtitata Sannyasa Yoga Dhyayashat Sasvaha Om Shri Sadguru Shivananda Parabrahmane Namaha Vedokta Mantra Pushpam Samarpayami Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvakam Yabandhanam Mrityo Kshiramamrita.
This is the original Bhajan hall here?
Yes.
Is the repetition of the mantra still continuing on?
Every 1 hour, 1 person changes, and it kept up 24 hours, day and night, since 1943.
Yes.
For one purpose. That is, 31st of December, the Swami Shivananda wanted to install this Vishwanath Mandir.
On which year? 31st of December?
1943.
Yes.
And according to the Indian system, there is the southern movement of the sun and the northern movement of the sun.
Yes.
So that 6 months during the southern movement of the sun is not auspicious for such things.
Yes.
That is up to 13th of January.
Yes.
14th of January, the sun starts moving northwards.
Yes.
So the local Pandit said, Swamiji, this is not an auspicious period, you should not do it on 31st December.
Yes.
And Swamiji wanted to do it on 31st December because that was the British regime here.
Yes.
And that was the Christmas holidays.
Yes.
And people from all the part of the country every year used to gather here for sadhana week.
Yes.
So he wanted to utilize that opportunity.
Yes.
But he was a great saint of an extraordinary type. He said, even though that period is inauspicious, I will make it auspicious.
Yes.
So he started this reciting of the Hare Rama Kirtan.
Yes.
24 hours. He says, you continue up to 31st. Whatever inauspicious is there, it will be removed by that.
Yes.
But he afterwards said he continued it for world peace. So the temple was started on 31st of December 1943, and as a preliminary for that, from 3rd December 1943, this Maha Mantra, Akhanda Kirtan, non-stop recitation was started.
Wonderful.
Those days they used to have 2 sadhana weeks in a year. One is during the Easter holidays, and one is during Christmas holidays. Because it was the British time, the Indian government, the government never gave holidays other than these 2 periods.
Yes.
So some people can come only when there is holiday.
Yes.
Swami said it doesn't matter, we'll have all our functions during those days.
Sure.
Even now we have a celebration of Christmas on a very grand scale every year.
Wonderful.
The Christmas tree is decorated.
Yes.
And presents are given, cakes and everything. So Swami Shivananda Maharaj on all the 4 sides. சச்சான் சாமியோட கூட வந்திருக்காவா? அங்க இருக்காரு, துவாரகாதாம்ல இருக்காரு.
What is the temple used mostly for? For the temple is used mostly for meditation, or where do people mostly go to?
Meditation, there is a separate place called meditation hall.
Yes.
Where people can sit silently and
quiet.
do meditation.
I see.
But here also outside people sit because they find the vibration more here.
Yes.
And right on the banks of the Ganga here.
So that's probably about 200 yards.
200 yards easily. And there is no path like this.
Yes.
You have to just climb the mountain path.
Yes.
What you call footpath.
Yes.
Very slippery.
Yes.
And especially rainy season and all, you say.
Yes.
It is very difficult to come up.
Yes.
And snakes and scorpions are plenty here.
Yes.
Now it is less. But April onwards, there will be the summer season. Lot of scorpions and snakes.
And he was here at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, 4:30 here, right. Oh. This is called Maha Mantra.
Yes.
The great mantra.
Yes.
This has been specially given for the age Kali Yuga, what they call Iron Age, because it has no restrictions. All other mantras, there are some restrictions on it, some purity, some preparation, some things are required. This is absolutely free from all restrictions. Anybody can recite the mantra at any time. So this was specially given for the sake of this age, because people's will be very weak in this age, and people cannot observe all the required formalities. So the Lord, as a special grace, gave this mantra as the best for this Kali Yuga. That is Lord Subramanya, the second son of Lord Shiva, the younger brother of Ganesha, where he is worshipping now. Worship is going on there in Vishwanath Mandir. Bell.
In the temple?
Yes. When they were doing puja there in Samadhi, simultaneously they were doing puja there also. And now Aarti is going on. This is Aarti signal. Because the food which is cooked in the langar, in the kitchen, that is brought here and offered to the Lord first. Then it is given as prasad to everybody. So by 10:30, around 10:30 they finish the puja. And 11 o'clock they give food, lunch for everybody. Ashwatham prahuravayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam vedasa vedavid. This is the 15th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, and everybody, sadhus especially, they recite it before taking lunch.
Yes.
It is also a kind of cosmic meditation. Yes. If you know the meaning of the mantras,
yes.
The the absolute has two aspects, the spirit and matter.
Yes.
That is called the higher and the lower self.
Yes.
That is the thing. And the creation is described as a tree,
Yes.
which is in an inverted form. The branches are down and the roots are above. And sometimes our human body is compared to it.
Yes.
The brain is the branches,
Yes.
which gives energy for the whole system.
Yes.
So this is a comparison between the human body and the cosmic setup.
Yes.
And there is the body which is made of matter and spirit in us.
Yes.
And then there is the oversoul, which is God. That is called the Purushottama. So this chapter, the 15th chapter, is called Purushottama Prapti Yoga. So they recite it so that they recollect their union with the Lord.
Yes.
Their identity with the Lord.
Yes.
Before they take food. So according to Indian custom, every act is made sanctified, holy by remembrance of God in one way or the other.
Yes.
Before every act,
Yes.
whatever is the act, God is remembered first.
We take leave of the ashram, grateful in our hearts to the warm welcome we receive from all the Swamis here at the ashram and throughout India. One can only reflect on the greatness of Swami Shivanandaji for producing such fine yogis, great men who have themselves taken the teachings to the West to give us the best of the Eastern traditional way of life, combining the spirit of the East with the science of the West.
But definitely, when you are doing kirtan, and whenever there is kirtan, lose yourself. Whenever there is kirtan, lose yourself. It is the sound which transcends all borders, belongs to nobody, belongs to no Christian, belongs to no Mohammedan, belongs to no Hindu, belongs to no man. It is eternal cosmic sound produced in different intelligible frequencies. When you sing kirtan, lose yourself in its melody, and you will find how close you are to yourself. I am happy to